thank you that the love of Christ that you had in you was the love that chastened me. And that love begot me. And now I'm able to beget others. But that love came from your womb, which is called Caron Jones. And I want to say thank you for being a parent, never giving up on me when I was hooked on drugs, when I had my first child at 16, and I didn't listen to it. I ran the streets and I did what I wanted to do. You got in the car, used to go into the pool room, chase me around the pool room. It's Caron, come on home, Caron, come on, get your life together. Remember the time when I had miscarriage? I was 6 months pregnant. I was sitting on the table with a dead baby in my stomach. You got off your job in Manhattan and you came down to the hospital room and you signed that paper for them to dig out that baby inside of me. Because love never gives up. And I want to say to you, Mommy, thank you for loving me. And the same love you give me, I want to put those loves in my children so they can understand what true love is. Thank you, Mom. My next presentation is Elder Keisha and Elder Cynthia. This is something for you. What can I say? Which one is this? Okay. I can say this. Thank you for serving me for the years that you have served me. Thank you that when I lost Pastor James and he hit that floor and he took his last breath and we got in the car and we drove to that emergency room. We sat in that hospital and he never came back. You guys came home with me and you curled up in my bed. One was sleeping on the right hand. One was sleeping on the left. And you had me in the middle and you rocked me to sleep. Amen. Thank you for the oxygen that you've given me. Thank you, Elder Keisha, for raising you from the age of 8 to be the ministration over this church. My ministration staff, you both make my job easy. I appreciate your time, your effort, your finance, things that you do to make this church run, and the people that you follow up behind. If I've never lived to see tomorrow, you will remember this day that I show you this agape love that Christ had, that he has placed in me. And now it came from my mother, and now it comes to me, and now it goes through you. Amen. I want to say thank you for being a ministration for me since I started this ministry. My great and faithful servants, thank you. Love you guys. I want to call forth my team. I would like to call forth Elder Stacy, Minister Mari, come on, Minister Ursula, Minister James, Anastasia, Tamika, Minister Sarah, Minister Travaris, Minister Oli. What can I say to each one of you that's been holding up my arms for over 14 years? Each one of you has been my anchor and been my strength. When I look at your face, I get life because I know to move on. And when I lost Pastor James, I wonder what love is. I wonder, the God that I serve, did he really love me? Because if he loved me, he wouldn't have took away what I've loved. But I can surely say that you did your job well. You sang, Anna, when others didn't sing. When others got on the choir, you got up, you didn't move, you stood. And you kept on singing, and you kept on showing that. And I want to say to you, I love you and I appreciate you. Rejoice in the word, church. Love for you serving us. I want to say today, the day of love, I appreciate you for the 15 years of service. Minister James, I want to say, I love you, Minister James, and I appreciate every time you do worship. I appreciate all the projector screen that you do. I appreciate you getting my notes together before I preach. I appreciate everything that you've done. And I want to say, I remember the day when you were homeless and you were living in your car. And I owned my house in Burlington. I said, James, live in my house for 6 months and I didn't charge you any rent. Love never gives up. Love look past what others cannot see. And I want to say to you, Minister James, thank you for serving this ministry for over 14 years. I appreciate you and I love you. Ursula, what can I say about you? You've been with me for years. And I want to say that I appreciate you. I love you for always getting the things that we need in the church. I appreciate you for being the health. When Pastor James died, and you looked there because you're the nurse for the church, and you kept your composure because you knew he was gone. And I watched you and I observed you. Then you came back and said, Pastor, if I would have got that defibrillator, he probably would have lived. Because that's how you concerned that you was. I thank you for the time that when I had my surgery, you came to my house, you bathed me, you gave me my medicine, and you took care of me when I needed to recover from my surgery. I want to say, Ursula, if you've never heard me say this before, I want to say I thank you and I love you and I appreciate you, every sacrifice that you have made to this ministry. Sarah, what can I say about you? I want to say that you've been with me over 14 years building this church. The greatest hospitality that's in charge of hospitality. Thank you so much to be so hospitable. You always said, Pastor, I remember when I was in the street and I was getting high and I was doing the things that I was doing. I had all these different men and Pastor, and your whole life was changed. And God healed you from cancer. I want to say thank you for everybody that you see at the door, that you come in and you show love to. Thank you for always being there for me. I love you, Sarah. Minister Murray, what can I say? You're holding up the heart of my husband. Thank you for, even though you armored Pastor James for many years and he went home to be with the Lord, and you said, Pastor, even though he's not here, I will still serve you. And I thank you for serving me over 14 years, being there for me. Always, I can make you any phone call. Go to my barber shop, you'll go to my barber shop. I said, go to this business, you'll go to that. I said, go to the studio, you'll go to the studio. Thank you for me trusting you with all the keys to the church, the barbershop, the studio. Thank you that I can trust you. Thank you for who you are. Tamika, I want to thank you for armor bearing me, for seeing me in the back with the soaking underwears and the soaking bra and the clothes, and seeing me coming in being grumpy and crying in the back and dealing with what I deal with. I want to say to you, thank you. You know the greatest thing about love? Even though Larry's not here to play, you gave a seed of $50 for the new organist. Tamika, that is called love. And I want to say thank you for loving me unconditionally. Thank you for serving me Sunday after Sunday. I appreciate you. Orlean, the queen of ushering. You've been doing it over 14 years. Thank you. You've grown. You came a long way. I want to say to you, I appreciate you. I thank you for everything. When we were going through with my dad, and I was like, Orlean, I'm not going to go to the funeral because too much going on. You text me. You said, Pastor, you got to go to the funeral because it's because of you where I learned Christ, and you are an example. And I want to say to you, I am so proud of you. I remember when you came and you were making $8 an hour. had truly blessed you because of your faithfulness. I saw you came from the backside of the desert to purchase into your own home, doing good for yourself. Thank you. Elder Stacy, the security man that secure us. Thank you for securing me for all these years. Thank you for always being there for me when Pastor James left, you just stepped on in. And I was able to call you and say, Elder, go do this, Elder, do that, and you're always there. I say, Elder, it's time for you to get a gun now. Thank you for loving me unconditionally. Thank you for allowing your husband to serve me. Thank you, Elder Keisha, with no hesitation, no doubt, and no fear. Thank you. What can I say about Tavares? High time, baby. Thank you for being over audio, getting all my messages together, showing me love unconditionally, loving me unconditional. Time I take the whip out, you take it, you say, okay, Pastor, I got it. Thank you for loving me. I always say love is something that we need to show people, not when they're 6 feet under. Now, could y'all turn around and represent yourself before the people? These are the people that head over every department that serve you guys. Tavares is over audio. Elder Stacy is over security. Arlene is over the ushering. Tamika is my armor bearer. Minister Mari is everything. My pastor, my preacher, my youth. Sarah over hospitality. Ursula over the health department in our ministry to make sure everybody don't pass out, get sick, anything happen, and clean our church and keep it right. Minister James over our music department. And Anastasia over our music department. Thank you. Now come on everybody, give them a hand, please. Stand to your feet and give them a hand clap. Y'all may be seated. Now I would love to serve you. We're closing.